You know, the Pokemon anime has been going on for a pretty long time now. Throughout the years, Ash has met many trainers along his journey. Whether it be in a specific region or in a league, these rival trainers have always brought some pretty fire battles. Ash has had a few important rivals actually, two most notable ones being Paul and Gary. Gary was the OG rival, typical my grandpa's Professor Oak, etc. Then there's Paul, a seasoned veteran trainer like Ash who got smacked by Brandon, and to be honest, it was kind of funny to watch. Despite these two though, I feel there's a rival that could have been there with Ash in every region thus far. The impact he had in the first season could have made him a well-established character that could have helped build Ash into a better and stronger version of himself today. It got me thinking, after seeing that trainer flashback in Journeys, what would it have been like had the writers decided to keep Ritchie around? Today, I delve into why I think Ritchie could have been the perfect rival for Ash. Ash and Ritchie met in the Indigo Plateau so many years ago. The elevator didn't work, and he had the brainiac idea to use Pikachu to power it up. What do you know? It worked. Shortly after, Team Rocket came up with a pretty brilliant scheme instilling the Indigo League trainers' Pokemon, including Ash and Ritchie's. Ash and Ritchie both chase after Team Rocket for a little over a day, and they develop a pretty decent bond together. Eventually, they find out they have to face each other in the 5th round of the Indigo Plateau. Both trainers vow to make this battle the most important battle they've ever had. But things didn't exactly go according to plan. Team Rocket managed to mess things up for this and caused Ash to be slowed down drastically, causing him to be late for his match. Due to this, nearly half of Ash's team is out of commission. In the end, Ritchie winds up defeating Ash due to Charizard not obeying, which in my opinion is fine. We needed this development. After this battle with Ritchie though, the dude didn't make another appearance until the Johto season when Ash is in the Whirl Islands. There's a baby Lugia, Professor Namba is a nut, and Biff and Cassidy, yeah, you get it. Oh, and Pokemon Chronicles, I really liked what they did with them there. Since the Johto arc, we have only seen Ritchie once, and it was in a montage in Pokemon Journeys with other people Ash knew from the past. If there are other moments that I missed, oh well, they must have not been important. This honestly makes me upset, because Ritchie had the potential to be an amazing recurring character for Ash, as well as a fantastic rival. In my opinion, the way how Ritchie was written into the series made it seem like he was going to come back. And of course, he did, but not in the way I imagined him to. I thought we were going to see a rematch between him and Ash in the Johto League. Charizard obeyed now. He was ready for the rematch. But nope, he didn't show up, even though he was in Johto. Not just that though, the apparel Ritchie was wearing and the Pokemon choices he used. These were nearly identical to the Pokemon Ash used. He also had other Pokemon we never got to see. We never even got to find out how Ritchie was doing, what he had been up to all these years. As far as Ritchie being a rival that shows up all the time, I wouldn't want that. There were brand new rivals Ash met in every region, and I would have hated if their screen time and development had been taken. Ritchie could have shown up in occasional flashbacks, him and Ash could have met up for an episode, they could have battled in a league. It's just those occasional appearances that would have still made him a well-cemented character in the series. They didn't have to 100% write him out for years. He's a smart kid with a lot of valuable personality traits that could have helped so many characters gain development. He was a more competent Ash, but still loved his Pokemon. Ash learned a lot from his battle. Imagine if they had that rematch. Even if Ritchie had skipped Hoenn and showed up from the Sinnoh League, that would have been sick. I feel the perfect way to incorporate Ritchie here would be to battle Paul. Ritchie may or may not could have beaten Paul, I don't know. But either way, his personality could have taught Paul to treat his Pokemon better, or something of the sort. I'm not going to get into specific anime placements as to where he could have been placed, but I'm just saying Ritchie could be placed nearly anywhere, and because of his character, he could have made some pretty big impacts to the Pokemon series. I'll be 100% honest here, I would have rather seen Ritchie in the Masters 8 than Alon. In my opinion, Alon should have only been there for the sole reason to have a rematch against Ash Greninja. But we all saw what happened with that. The rematch is what I craved. but I didn't get that. It's realistically too late now for Ash and Ritchie to have a rematch because of where Ash is in Journeys. It'd be no contest. However, if Ritchie made the Masters 8, oh, that would have been pretty interesting. The destined 20-year rematch could have been created. We could have seen Ritchie's team and all the Pokemon he caught on his journeys across the world. Not to mention this surprise aspect and the nostalgic throwback original Pokemon fans would have gotten. A duke out between two Pikachu and a rematch for Ash's first real loss in a competition. I would even argue that this battle is what helped transform Ash into the trainer he is today. Think about the lesson he had to learn in that battle. This could have been the perfect rematch, and everything was placed perfectly for this to happen. But as usual, nope, that didn't happen. And it disappoints me drastically. Pokemon constantly blows opportunities like this. Honestly, it doesn't matter if new Pokemon fans don't know who Ritchie is. New Pokemon fans need to know how the Pokemon anime started and the amazing characters we had back in the day that didn't get the opportunity to shine. All we would need is a flashback to when him and Ash battled and a special like Alon got. That's all. Seeing Ritchie again in just a flashback of several characters though is insulting and a huge disservice to his character. Am I a biased Ritchie fan? Absolutely. I will boldly say he should have been in the Masters 8 or should have at least been brought back for a rematch in Journeys. Journeys is the anime where it's entirely worldwide, and Ash has the ability to see who he wants and to go where he wants. Ritchie and him could have had some kind of reunion in Journeys. It was the perfect opportunity. Like I said just 30 seconds ago, it is an insult to him and his character that he only got this short little cameo. Even if they had it now, I would consider it half-assed, unless they did a really good job on the episode, but I'm doubtful. Hopefully by now, in my minutes of rambling, you see why I am upset. If I could redo my Masters 8 video and put Ritchie in, I would. For him to be there though, there would at least have to be an episode or two dedicated to him explaining to how he got to where he is. Also, there's one more point I want to address. Yes, I am aware of his interest in research and folklore. I don't care. Ritchie is a Pokemon trainer. To me, turning him into that research-based character, it's half-assed to me. Anywho, that's my rant on Ritchie and why I think he could have been a very important staple, not just for Ash, but for the entirety of the Pokemon anime. This dude had the potential to do so many great things with the series. The fact that the last time I saw him, when I was around 8 years old, saddens me a crap ton. I know this video just seemed like pure nostalgia bias for a character I like, but that's the point. I'm sure there are other people out there that feel exactly the way how I do. One of my favorite characters in the Pokemon anime as a kid only gets one lousy appearance after years of waiting. This has honestly put a really sour taste in my mouth in regards to Journeys, and it kind of turns me off from watching it in all honesty. They had so many opportunities to bring back old characters, but they didn't. Giselle, Ritchie, Samurai, AJ, these are all characters that had the perfect opportunities to make appearances, but they didn't. Journeys also takes place a lot of the time in Kanto, so if anything, that actually makes this situation worse than it is. That's just me though. What do you guys think of Ritchie? Do you like him? Do you think him and other characters could have been brought back? Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Welcome back to the outro, folks, your favorite part of the video. Thank you for enjoying another Mystic Umbreon video. We made it through the end of the 8th generation, and now we begin the long trek into late 2022 where Pokemon Scarlet and Violet await us. It's a whole new world we'll live in, but we still gotta catch them all. However, there's still a ton of videos to do and experiences to have until then. If you're interested in more Mystic content, check out my TikTok and the Mystic Umbreon Shorts YouTube channel. If we get the 10k followers on TikTok, I'll be doing a viewer's choice video. If you like Genshin Impact, check out my Genshin channel Teibachinary. So if you all enjoyed, be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more. See you next time.